Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a 4 looks 1 palette using the new palette from BH Cosmetics that's called the Naughty palette. Now, this is the Ho Ho Holidays collection. I'm assuming that's what they're calling it because it says BH Cosmetics Ho Ho Holidays. This is the Naughty 30 color shadow palette. Up to Snow Good, show off your mischievous side with our Naughty 30 color shadow pan palette. A playful collection of pigment-rich neutrals, opulent jewel tones in buttery mattes, plus lustrous shimmer finishes. It is cruelty-free and vegan, you guys, so it's extra clean, it says. Now, I want to mention something, you guys, before I forget. This came with this palette, and they also had a mini palette that was called the Nice palette. I have that one too, but you guys already know how we do it on this channel. I'm going to do a separate video for that one. I want to give her her own little time to shine. There also was an eyeliner, and they called it the Lump of Coal eyeliner. I did not buy that because an eyeliner is an eyeliner, you guys. I'm not going to go spend $8, I think it was $7, $8 for an eyeliner that I'm basically drowning in different kinds of eyeliners. It's black is black to me. It's all on my eye. It doesn't really matter what company made it. Now, on Treadmood, they did mention a highlighter palette, and I was like, where did that come from? You know, because when I went on the BH Cosmetics website, I didn't see that. I just saw the Lump of Coal, the Naughty palette, the small Nice palette. And it was actually one of my subscribers that's from here, from Sacramento, that mentioned, Abby, if you're seeing this, she was like, there's a brush set. And I was like, where? What are you talking about? I don't see nothing. I had to actually look for it to get the brush set. And I got the brush set, you guys. So the brush set comes like this. There's Snowbody Like You. It is a 12-piece brush set. When you open her up, she has this thing right here, this little brush holder. It's all glued on glitter, you guys. The inside is made out of little satin fabric. It's glued on. Basically, it's all glued together. It has the BH Cosmetic little like emblem, if you want to call it. It has like a little plastic covering so I can like peel it off. These are the brushes right here. I did use some of them today, so I'm gonna go off one by one, just like we do normally in the other tutorials, you know, to show you guys which ones are which, and unwrap them as we go, okay? So the first one is, number 1 is a large powdered brush. And they're super soft, you guys. They feel so freaking good and expensive. They feel just like the ones from my Weekend Vibes one. That one was so, so good. And they feel expensive, honestly. Number 2 is a round powdered brush. It's very, very soft. Just like I said, you guys. I'm pretty sure these are synthetic. Yeah, these are vegan too, you guys. So, number 3. This one is an angled blush brush. So soft. They're really pretty. I love the handles. They're completely white with gold trims on them. And then you have number 4, which is over here because I didn't get to use it right now. This is a highlight brush, so it's very, very pretty, just like the other ones. They feel really good quality, honestly, you guys. I didn't get to use this one today, but I did use, I think, about 3 of them today. And then you have number 5, which is a dense shader brush. This is it right here. This is a dense shader brush. If anybody want to let me know what this is for, I don't know. Honestly, it looks like a rounded. I'm pretty sure I've seen people use it for contouring. Like they get the liquid contour and they go like this. But I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. It has like a really fat, chunky part in there. If you guys know what it's for, please let me know in the comments. I'm always curious where most of these are from, you know, what they are for. And then you have a large shader brush for number 6. Number 6 is the one that I use. So it's very chunky. It's very big. I honestly use this as a highlight, like a transition brush. And it still worked for me. It covered a lot of ground on the eye. I had no problems. It's very thick, though. I'm thinking as a shader brush, I was like, this is a little bit too big. But I wanted to use them. That's why I used it. But technically, I don't. If you have really small eyelids, I don't think you should use it the way I used it today. So the number 7 is a flat shader brush. These are those ones that are really flat and firm, and they just have that little tapered edge right there. They're like rounded on the top. And they're very firm, right? They're like this. So these ones are really good for packing on shimmers, for packing on glitter. I personally like to use them to apply my concealer for my eye, like my eye primer. I use them for that, and I have a whole bunch of them, and it works perfectly fine for me for that. So number 8 is a large blending brush. It is freaking long. The fibers in it, like the fibers of the brush are so long. I almost thought about, like, what if I cut it a little bit, like an inch off the top, because it was so big. I used it as a transition shade. I had no problems. I just felt kind of weird that the bristles were so freaking long. So I was like, it's okay. As long as it works, you know, I really don't care at the end of the day. So for number 9, it is a round crease brush. This is so freaking soft. This one feels really, really thick, you guys. It's supposed to be a round crease brush, so I'm assuming you're going to use this right here in your crease. And I'm not even sure if that would work because it looks a little bit too thick. It might still work, just maybe for someone who has like a lot more lid space. I don't know if it could work for me though. But I could totally see myself using this, not necessarily as a crease brush, but an overall transition brush. I would totally do that. So number 10 is a blending brush. This is a blending brush. Same thing. I found that the bristles were too long, and I was like, dude, I should just cut this. But I still used it. I think I used this one as a transition brush as well, and it still worked. So like I said, at the end of the day, if that works, it works. Number 11 is a small smudge brush. I really, really love these ones. I love to use these ones as I pack on my corner. And the ones that I use underneath my eye, those are the ones that I use. Really, really soft. It's actually surprising that it's not that firm. It's really soft, and that's how I love for mine to be. Sometimes I end up with brushes that the bristles are so freaking firm that I can't possibly use it to pack on or do it right here because it almost hurts when you're applying it. And to me, that's pretty much a worthless brush in my opinion because I can't use it. If it's too hard for me to go like this and, you know, smoke out the inner corner and go like this, I'm basically pretty much poking my eyelid and it's painful. It's not a pleasant experience. This one is nice. Look at, you can just use it really, really good. You can tell it's good quality. So lastly, we have the number 12. This one I do not like, you guys, because if you watch me, I mentioned this one other time in one of my videos. I am not a fan of the fan brush. And this fan brush, I honestly do not get. It says a mini detail fan brush. If somebody knows what exactly this is for, please let me know. It is very firm, like it is hard. So I imagine that whatever you're using this for, you're going to use it. I don't know, it feels hard. It doesn't feel like a normal fan brush. A normal fan brush is bendable. You can like basically do stuff with it. This one looks like you're going to pack on concealer. That's how firm it is. It feels like a concealer brush. That's how hard it is. I feel like I'm going to paint with it. It doesn't look like it's made for your face. If somebody knows what it is, please tell me. I'm very interested in knowing because right now I look at that thing and I'm like, dude, what are you even for? So I'm going to start with the swatches, you guys, because we have a lot of ground to cover. These are the tones in here, you guys. This is such a beautiful palette. I'm not even joking. When I was using, of course, the first time I used it, I stuck to these mauve tones right here because I wanted to use them so badly. And then my next look, I used the red tones right here and the glitter and this one. And then for this look, I did with these ones right here, right? I stuck in that little, these purples, that purple. And then, of course, the look you guys see on my eye on here is more towards the neutral end right here. I was dying to get into this one orangey and this gold. And then I wanted to go greens right here. But I was like, dude, now we're just doing a 6-in-1 palette. And it's totally doable. You can create so many looks with this palette. It's crazy. I didn't even think it was possible. I just wanted to do one little look for you guys. And then I was talking to my friend in Fresno. She was like, no, Sarah, you got to do more than one look. Because if you do just one look, somebody's bound to ask you, can you create more looks? Because you can totally with this palette. It's 30 shadows, you guys. Now, the price. because people will probably mention it anyways. It is $28, you guys. Now, it depends on how you see it. This is the first time I've ever seen BH Cosmetics pull out a 30 pan palette. So, I think the most I've ever seen from them is about 18 shades. And that one's they cost right around 25, around there, 22, 25. When they're on sale, that's the good thing. You guys have to remember that. BH Cosmetics, and I can't talk for this palette. I can't speak for this palette specifically because this is an Ulta exclusive. Now, BH Cosmetics is constantly having 40% off, 50% off, 60, 75%. You guys, these palettes go down in prices, and then you can snag them up really cheaply. Not when they're like brand new, of course. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when they have a sale, or use a code. Like, I have no shame, you guys. I use a code. I used the code on Ulta for this, and I paid like what, 20. It costed 28. I paid about like 25 something like that. I saved some coins paying her. I didn't pay on full price for her. So let me start with the swatches, you guys. I'm gonna start from here, and I'm gonna go clear across each row until we get to the end, okay? And I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible. Shimmer, matte, that's it. So Snow Day is a shimmer, very pretty, very sheer. She is a perfect highlight, you guys. She is more like just like a Super Shock shadow, just that sheer undertone right there. Very pretty though. I used her as an inner corner highlight today. Then you have Cheers. This is another shimmer, very champagne golden tone almost. Very pretty. I used her as well as an inner corner highlight. Mold, oh god, she is like this caramel rich yellow brown. Look at that. Jingle Bells, you guys. This is a glitter, right? I used her in my red look, and she is so freaking beautiful. I don't even know if you guys can see, but she's very pretty. She doesn't need any adhesive. She stuck on pretty well. I had no problems with her like flaking onto my cheeks. Like, she stuck. I put it on her there, and she did not move for nothing. Yuletide is the last shade in this row, and Yuletide is just this very cinnamon, gingerbread spice sort of color. Very pretty. I'm going to give you guys another swatch. All these colors are like, first ones, they show up. Second time, boom, in your face. They don't need a lot of building up. Now, second row is Hot Cocoa, is a dark matte brown. She is like this dark espresso matte brown. She is the one that I used right here and down here. Then you have meringue. Lemon meringue. Meringue, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm like getting it totally wrong. This is 2 swatches already. Just look how bright and pigmented she is. I was like, merengue. No, it's like meringue, like lemon meringue. Secret Santa is this super light, I want to call it like a Bambi brown. Just like this really pale brown. Very pretty though. That's 2 swatches. And then you have Rudolph. And Rudolph is more of this red orange. Definitely has like a red tone orange. Honestly, if you wanted to call it like a Santa Claus suit, you know how bright and vibrant his red suit is? That would be the red you're thinking of. Candy Cane is this dark red. You guys have to watch my tutorial and see my red look. It is so freaking beautiful. Look at how dark red that is. On my red tutorial look, I used both of those reds. So it came out really pretty. Now the reds are really pigmented, so you guys will have some type of staining. It's not a lot. It's like barely anything on my eye. Now my finger is another it's another another topic altogether. My poor fingers, and I imagine the hand when I take that off, but my eye was little to nothing. So that was awesome. I was like, heck yeah, I love that. Next row we have Decked Out, you guys. I used Decked Out in my look right on this side right here. So pretty. She is a foil brown shimmer, like a champagne shimmer. And then you have Nutcracker, which is a maroon brown. I used her today as well. Almost like a burgundy tone, huh? Ornaments is this pearl pink tone shimmer. Blinding, you guys. Santa Baby is this rose tone matte pink. I'm going to give that another swatch for you guys. And then Sugar Plum. It's not sugar, it's sugar. Like S-U-G-A. This is a mauve turned purple matte. Now there's a lot of fallout from Sugar Plum in the palette. Like right now, just swatching her, it was getting a whole ton of kick up. I didn't really have a problem with her on my face because I did use her as my transition shade. Candied Fruit is this foiled, she reminds me a lot of a Super Shock shadow because she's like a shimmer, but she has these little multi glitters in there, and she is very like a red and purple shift to it. She's so freaking pretty, like in person, you guys. She is beautiful. Now I will say about her, I had quite a bit of fallout when I was applying her over all my lid, and it spread like wildfire. So definitely, if you're going to consider using her in any type of look, I would strongly recommend that you do your eyes first and then apply the rest, okay? Then you got Ho Ho Ho, which is a matte purple. We're going to start swatching over here, you guys. And I'm going to give you guys 2 swatches. It is a very pretty periwinkle purple almost. Very, very pretty. Coal is just a matte black. Almost like a dark brown tone black too. Very Merry is this sage. Ooh, I love it. See, I wanted to use that green. So, so pretty. Balsam is this green matte, and it is a very olivey army green matte. I don't know. I really love it. Look how pretty it is. Then in the next aisle you have Spicy, and Spicy is this bright metallic yellow shimmer almost. I'm going to give you guys another swatch. It is very pretty in person, you guys. Misbehave is a mustard yellow matte. I honestly wanted to use her today. I wanted to use those tones in the corner right there. I'm hoping you guys could see her. Let's give her another. She shows up. It's just, you know, some of them. That's the only one I saw that had to be built up. Mistletoe is a very metallic. Oh God, she has like a gold shift. She looks like a duochrome. Just look how beautiful she is. See, I was dying to use that color. Rum I did use today. Rum is a dark brown shimmer. Very pretty, you guys. Frosting is this super baby pink matte, you guys. That's super, super pretty. I could totally give you guys another swatch for that one. It's so pretty in person. In the final row, first color is called Greeting, and this is like a pumpkin orange color. It is a matte, so that one swatch. This is 2. Then you have Panettone. I'm not sure what it is, how it's pronounced. But it's super dark orange, like neon orange almost. And then you have Spike Cider in here. And Spike Cider is like this foiled, oh God, she's like a rose tone foiled shimmer. Very, very pretty in person. Chestnuts is another glitter. I used her with my first look, you guys. She is so, so beautiful. I did not have any problems with her. I'm hoping you guys can see her because it is a glitter, for crying out loud. It does not swipe really good. It doesn't swatch really good. But it's really pretty. It's like this rose tone, you know, shimmer. It's like it's a glitter. And I used it all over my eyelid over another matte that I had. And I was like, oh God, this is so beautiful. I just love those 2 looks that I created, the first ones. And then lastly, you guys, you have Brick. And Brick is the last matte in here. And it is just like this dark, rich burgundy rose wine color. Very, very pretty. So those are all the tones, you guys, of the entire palette. It's a very huge palette. Like I said, you can create so many looks. It's crazy. And for $28, I didn't think that was cheap. You know, it wasn't expensive. I mean, of course it wasn't cheap either, but I don't consider that expensive. It's up to you guys. No pressure. I'm just here to show you guys the products and see whether you guys you want it or not. I'm totally gonna snag up the highlighter palette when it comes out to BH. That's gonna be a BH Cosmetic exclusive. This one's our Ultas, you know. I'm pretty sure they said that it was gonna release later on their website, and you can only get it on their website, whatever. I'll get it because I want it. And if I'm telling my friend, I'm betting, what if they come up with another travel series one? And then they might come out with a whole set of like lip glosses and call it You Better Not Pout. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to let you guys go. So other than that, if you guys want to see how good this look today, just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so if you guys seen my other videos like this, you guys know how it goes. I'm going to create one look on this side, one look on this side, and then when we're done with both looks, I'll give you guys a close-up, okay? So I'm going to start with this one right here that's called Frosting. It is a very pinky tone color. That's what I'm going to use as my transition shade on this eye. So for my next color, you guys, I am going to go in with this one that's called, it's called Brick right here. And it is like a super matte dark burgundy color, and that's what I'm going to use on my overall lid. So for my next color, you guys, I'm going to go in with that glitter in there that's called Chestnut. It is such a beautiful color, you guys. If you guys were to see it in person, it has this mauve purple tone to it. It's so freaking pretty. So that is what you guys are going to see do. I'm just going to pat it over this area right here. I just want to give it that extra sparkle. So that's what I'm going to do. And then for my next color, I'm going to go in with this dark, it looks like a dark chocolate brown. It's a shimmer. It's called Rum. And it's so freaking pretty. I was looking at it earlier. I was like, oh my God, I need to use you. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right here in the corner, a little bit across and down here just to smoke it out. And that's what I'm going to do. So for right here, you guys, I'm just going to go back in with that brick color right here just to reincorporate it too, because since I lost it clearly up here, I want to add it somewhere else on the eye. So I'm going to add it right here, okay? And I'll blend it into that brown. So for my inner corner highlight, you guys, I'm going to go in with this pearlized pink right here that's called, it's Ornaments, but it's like a very pink, baby pink. And it has that pearl iridescent finish to it. It's very pretty. It's a shimmer. So I'm just going to use that as my inner corner highlight. So now you guys, we're going to get started on this eye. And remember, after I'm done with both eyes, I'll give you guys a close-up. So I'm going to start with the color over here that's called Untitled, and it is just like this very spicy rum sort of color, brown almost. I'm going to use that as my transition shade. Okay, you guys, for my next color, I'm going to add this super dark, beautiful red matte. It's called Candy Cane. That's the one you guys are going to see me use, and I'm going to put it all over my lid right here just to like, we're going to do this, okay, you guys? And then I'm going to go in with that Jingle Bell glitter, you guys. I have to. It's so freaking beautiful. I'm like crazy. In reality, there's only two glitters. This is more like a shimmer. Yeah, this is a foiled shimmer. And those are the only two glitters, but I have to use them because it just calls to me. It is like this super gold glitter. And I just couldn't say no. So you're going to see me pat that on over that red. And then to smoke it out, you guys, I'm going to go in with the coal color in here, which is a very dark black matte. And I'm just going to apply that right there in the corner. And then a little bit down here. Just like what I did with this one. Same thing. You guys don't get confused, okay? And then for my bottom right here, you guys, I'm going to use the color Rudolph right here, which is another variation of red. It's just that Santa Claus red, you know, that vibrant red. It just looks really good. It's a matte, and I'm just going to apply it right here and just blend it into that black, okay? And then to finish off the look as my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this one on top right here that's called Snowy Day. It is a white, blinding highlight color. I just loved it so much when I saw it. I was like, yeah, we're using you. Look at that. I don't know. I loved it. So that's what I'm going to do, you guys. So that's pretty much for the eye look, you guys. Let me just run and put some eyeliner, and then I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up. So this is the finished eye look for both eyes. Honestly, I'm really loving this one, you guys, because this has the red tones. Gosh, that freaking glitter just like made it extra pop. I don't know. I love it, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. You know, this is the first one with the mauvey tones in there. This is the one with the reds and stuff, and hopefully you guys like it and you guys have a favorite out of the both of them. So let me back you guys out and we'll move on to the next and final look with this palette. Okay, you guys, so for the other look that I want to create on this eye, I'm going to go in with Sugar Plum. And it is a very matte, I want to call it like a mauve tone purple. It is like a muted purple. It's not like full on purple. So that is what I'm going to use as my transition shade. So for my next color, you guys, I'm going to go in with Candy Fruit right here. And Candy Fruit, let me tell you, Candy Fruit is like this shimmer foiled formula that has these very significant glitters throughout her. She's so freaking beautiful in person, and she almost looks like she has a shift. She's very clearly this shimmer, and she has all these little glitters in there. It's such a beautiful color, you guys. It looks almost like a dual chrome, like this purple pink shift. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it all over my eyelid. So for my next color, you guys, I went in with this color called Nutcracker. It is like a maroon, red toned brown. It is very pretty. It's a matte. And I'm just going to pat it right here and just sort of like blend it really good. Not taking away the center one, of course. That's what you guys are going to see me do. So for my next color that I'm going to use across from here is this one that's called Ho Ho Ho. It is a matte periwinkle purple. It is very pretty. So I thought it would look really good to offset all of this purple, like maybe just make it a brighter kind of purple, you know. So I'm going to apply it all right here on the bottom, you know, basically blending into that maroon brown that's already there. That kind of it really complements that purple. It created like this darker purple brown. It looks nice. So that was what you're going to see me do. So for my inner corner, you guys, I'm going to go into ornaments again because I just think it complements the look better. It is this, you know, pearl-esque pink color, and I just think it just goes better with purple. I don't want to go into another color and just make it look all weird. That's what you guys are going to see me do. So that's it for this side, you guys. Now I'm going to move on to this side. So for my first color for my transition shade over here, you guys, I'm going to start with the color Secret Santa right here. And it is just like this really pale, what looks like a brown. And I'm hoping it'll be just pigmented enough because I want to create a neutral look for you guys. I know I've already done 3 really colorful looks. And if I wanted to, I'm killing to use these grains, but I said no, I want to give you guys a neutral look because I want you guys to see that you can do it. So that's the one I'm going to use for my transition shade, you guys. So for my next color, you guys, I'm going to use Decked Out. And Decked Out is a very champagne brown shimmer right here. So, so pretty. I'm going to rub that all over my eyelid with my finger. So for my next color, you guys, I'm going to go in with Hot Cocoa. Hot Cocoa is just like this expressive, super matte brown. It is so pretty. And I'm just going to apply it right here, smoke it out down here, and a little bit across. So for my bottom right here, you guys, I'm going to add this one called Mold. And it is like this super caramel yellow brown tone. It's a matte. And I'm just going to apply it right here. And I'm going to blend it into that dark brown. So for my inner corner highlight, you guys, I went in with this one right here. That's like a champagne-y vanilla tone for my inner corner highlight, and I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. Okay, you guys, so this is the other two looks. Hopefully you guys like either one. My favorite is the purple, hands down, because I love purple though. I'm a colorful person. I don't know what to say. So yeah, let me back you guys out and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Hopefully I don't look weird with the two eye looks, because personally you guys always see me just with both eyes the same. And I try to do that. The main reason why I do that is because sometimes I have errands to run right after I do these videos, you guys, and I cannot be looking like a weird person with two different eye looks on each eye. That's why if I do a 3 looks in one eye, usually the final look is the look that has the same eye look on both eyes, because I do errands, dude. I cannot be doing all this like that. So my final thoughts, you guys, oh my god, if you guys can snag this up, if I don't honestly consider a lot of money. I know how somebody had mentioned, I think it was $28, but I said, yeah, but it's like 30 shadows. Yeah, I said, Beach Cosmetic has never had a 30 shadow palette. I go, and they're ones that I've ever seen, the most ones I think were like 18 shadows. I said, and pretty much like what, $20 about there. Yeah, 20, 22 around there. I go, I don't know, I don't look at it like it's expensive, because this is a huge ass palette. And then BH Cosmetics, like, their formula is pretty consistent. They don't really change it. They have really, really good formula, and I'm in love with this palette. Like, all the looks, I so wanted to do those greens, man. This one right here is calling my name. Mistletoe right here is this metallic army, like dark sage green. I don't know. I'm in love with this. They have these orange tones down here, you guys, and spicy. I was like dying to the... I love how they created this little quad areas where you could totally create one look with just this little quad. This one, that one. You know, it goes in coordination with it. Like, this is one that you can use right there. You could totally make a look with that if you wanted to too. Or you can do it like right there in combination with these ones. Those red tones in there are crazy, crazy. I love it, you guys. This is an awesome palette. You can create so many looks in here. If you ever had to get one palette from BH Cosmetic, this is the one. And I'm pretty sure it's limited edition. So if you can get it before the holiday season is over, because that one is worth it. It has a lot of shadows. You can create so many looks with it. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.